All right, here shortly, we're going to do a quick little update on the severe weather situation across Arkansas tonight. We'll give you 2 minutes and 40 seconds to join in here. My heart goes out to everybody that was affected by the Lake Hamilton tornado last night. South side of Hot Springs, there in Garland County. It's a bad situation whenever you have something like that happen in the middle of the night. It was a low tornado threat last night, and it just came together. It's what I call a mesoscale accident. So if you checked back with us yesterday, thinking, where are the storms? Well, we've got storms out there. They're just now getting their act together. It's going to be a late night once again. I'll show you why I think, well, I'll break down the entire severe weather setup for you here shortly. You know, fun fact, I had a comment recently about this countdown. Someone said, I'm not waiting for your countdown to finish to listen to you do the weather. I was like, well, you can always wait till the video finishes and come back and skip it. I thought that was funny. Comment where you're watching from. It has been a long 36 hours. Well, back to Sunday. We did some severe weather coverage on Sunday. It's just been a long week here in the weather department. One more minute, we'll get this started. It looks like we have, I'll give you some numbers here. We've got almost 400 of you on the KATV Facebook page, 76 of you on my Facebook page. Please like or subscribe. Every time you like or subscribe, it helps me expand my reach a little bit, and I'm able to continue reaching people. And hey, if you watched me last night on the live stream, what I had was my laptop just sitting close by, and you were able to listen to our coverage, our tornado coverage. Well, tonight, if we go on live, I've worked out a little bit of a workaround to where our coverage that will be on TV will also be streaming right here on our Facebook page, Twitter, YouTube as well. It goes straight to air. So, should be a little bit better quality tonight. Last night, just was doing it a little bit differently. So, good evening. I hope all of you are doing well. Again, my heart goes out to every single one of you that was impacted by the tornado last night. Garland County was hit hard again. It has just been a stretch here these last couple years. Garland County has had so much happen. Jessieville, the hail last year, of course, and then Hot Springs Village earlier this year. Just sometimes that's the way it goes. So tonight, more severe weather is likely. Admittedly, not as early as we thought it would. We thought the cap might break and we had storms go up. That didn't happen. So now it's about the front getting storms go up, and they are going up right now. So I want to show you a little bit about the environment that we're dealing with tonight. I'm going to show you this map. This is what's called CAPE values. We talk about it a lot. You see these purple colors. We do not normally in the springtime have a severe weather environment where we are this unstable. Normally, our spring severe weather setups have CAPE values that are anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000. That's usually enough to get severe weather, lots of severe weather. And today, we have CAPE that's anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 across the state. So it's very, very unstable. If you step outside, you know that. These green numbers are dew points. It's extremely humid. The temperatures are in the 80s, so the atmosphere is primed. What we don't have a whole lot of is shear wind energy, but there's enough. Certainly looks like there's enough. Significant tornado parameter values, all the indices we look at are elevated, and it certainly looks like the atmosphere is primed for severe weather tonight. So we have a tornado watch that's in effect, and this tornado watch goes till 10 o'clock. I do think that the tornado watch is going to be expanded across the rest of the state, so it's just a matter of time until that happens. This first tornado watch, though, just goes until 10 o'clock. Now, just recently, We have had liftoff. Look at the visible satellite imagery there out along the Red River and out in Oklahoma. How about that image? The big thunderstorms just rapidly erupting. Looks like a volcanic eruption from satellite. Right along the Red River, this storm is going to be one for southwest and west Arkansas to watch. We've got towering cumulus there west of Fort Smith. That's going to be one to watch for north central Arkansas later. If supercell mode can be maintained, there will be a tornado threat. If storms get into lines, it'll be more of a high wind and hail threat. But the point is, severe weather, just with the atmosphere that's in place, is likely tonight. Whether it's high winds, hail, these are going to be loud storms like we saw last night, lots of lightning, and the potential for more down trees and power lines like we saw last night. So there's the storms. We've got one storm getting into Fayetteville, another storm getting into Carroll County, and then the other storms that we're watching are developing west of Fort Smith, just along I-40 and just to the south. I think that storm's going to be one to watch as it comes into Fort Smith here in about an hour. And then near Hugo, Oklahoma, it's always tough to say, will this storm make it? I think tonight is a night where this storm makes it into southwest Arkansas. So Polk, Sevier, Little River, and then over towards Howard County. Keep an eye to your west. If you look to your west right now on the horizon, I'm betting that you see lots of lightning. So that is the current situation on radar. It's going to take a while for storms to get across the state. I mean, these storms it's going to take a while. So we're in for a long night. Here's the latest data. Supercell development commences. We have storms go up, and then they move into western Arkansas between 7 and 9. I do think large hail and high winds are the greatest threat, but any storm that can stay by itself could end up producing a tornado just like last night. Additional developments possible, and by the time we get to 10 and 11, we're looking at a big line of storms. Again, we're talking about an environment out in front of the storms that's extremely unstable and extremely, it's ready to go for severe weather. So these thunderstorms that you're seeing likely are going to be capable of producing high winds and large hail, and then there's that chance of a tornado as well. The thunderstorms, I think, get into the Little Rock metro area between 10:30 and midnight, maybe extending to 1 o'clock. Again, it's just going to be a long night, and we're just going to have to watch the radar. It does look like storms are going to begin to wind down after 2 o'clock, and then they are gone by sunrise tomorrow. So that is what we're looking at. There's kind of the quick 7 p.m. rundown of what's going on. The visible satellite image shows it well. We've got the big thunderstorms going up, and now we wait to see what's going to happen with these storms, where they move. I always get a lot of questions about, what about my town? What about my town? What about my county? And I understand those questions, and I sympathize with them because you basically want to know what's going to happen. And I know it sounds vague, but I can't tell you what's going to happen because it's happening right now. We're trying to figure out what's going to happen. We forecast the environment, and the environment is going to be supportive of severe weather, large hail, high winds, and tornadoes. And Stephanie Matthews just makes a great point. When the line passes, we're done. That's right. When the line passes your location, you are done. It's just going to take a while for this line to get into Arkansas, produce its severe weather, and get out of here. So it was a late night last night. It'll be a late night tonight. I'm hoping we don't have to deal with any nighttime tornadoes. One thing I do want to show you is these little wind barbs you see here, these little arrows. When they are pointed out of the southwest, that's going to lower tornado potential for whatever storm tracks over that area. When they're more directly out of the south or southeast, that's going to raise the tornado potential. And it changes as you go through the evening. You notice the storms in Oklahoma, in advance of that, the winds are directly out of the south. So that would possibly result in some enhanced tornado potential here over the next little bit. So surface winds are a big thing to watch tonight, but it goes without saying, the atmosphere is extremely unstable, and certainly we're going to see some severe weather. I think we'll see a lot of wind and hail. The question becomes how bad is the tornado threat? And I think we could see a tornado or two, and that is what we will be here all night for. We're going to be watching for it. So hopefully it avoids the areas that were hit last night. This is just going to be a short update. It's 7 o'clock. We're watching it. There's nothing to worry about right now outside of the Fayetteville area. And so for now, I'm going to take a drink of water and get some dinner and kind of get set for what's going to be a long night. Again, we'll be on air at KATV.com/watch, on air at KATV if there are any tornado warnings that go into effect. Hey, and again, if you want to head off to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock, I completely sympathize with you there too. Just make sure you have a way to get a tornado or severe thunderstorm warning in the event one is issued, and then put your severe weather safety plan into action. I'll be back later tonight. We're here watching it. Barry Brandt going to be with me as well. So we'll be here for you, and we'll be watching. Everybody have a safe night. Hopefully it's a quiet night, but I know we're going to